tested.
Given their proven popularity and capability as media consumption devices, tablets are being purchased not just to complement home computers, but in place of traditional laptops and desktops. That's why I was so excited to test Asus's ePad Transformer, a unique tablet with an optional dock attachment that adds not only a physical keyboard, but also extends battery life. And while we've tested many Windows tablet PCs, laptops with swivel screens that convert into a tablet, this is the first device that goes the other way around, a tablet that turns into a laptop. Kind of. As a tablet, the Asus Transformer is nothing to scoff at, especially given its $400 base price. In terms of hardware and specs, its closest cousin is the Motorola Xoom. Both are 10.1-inch Android Honeycomb tablets running on dual-core 1 GHz NVIDIA Tegra 2 processors. They both sport a gigabyte of memory, HDMI output, 5-megapixel camera on the back, and flash media support. The Transformer's front-facing camera is only 1.2 megapixels, it's missing the Xoom's LED flash, and it only includes 16 gigabytes of storage. Though you can add up to 2 SD cards to augment internal storage using a micro SD slot on the tablet, a full-size SD slot on the keyboard attachment, and USB ports. Even though the Transformer is slightly lighter than the Xoom at 1.5 pounds, it has a substantial bezel around its display. The Transformer is wider and taller than any other Android tablet I've tested. But I'm pleased to report that the Transformer does have a much better LCD screen than the Xoom, with generous viewing angles and a vibrant color reproduction. It's clear that Asus didn't compromise much on the Transformer's hardware to get to its low price. Despite its larger physical size, it felt just as comfortable to hold for long periods of time as the first generation iPad. I do have to mention though that our review unit's volume buttons became stuck after use, forcing us to boot into safe mode every time the tablet was fully turned off. It's a problem that other Transformer owners have experienced, though Asus has been quick to replace defective units. The Transformer runs Asus's version of Android Honeycomb, but Asus has been very good about releasing updates very soon after Google releases its own builds. The Transformer didn't feel any faster or slower than the Xoom in day-to-day use, confirmed by very comparable SunSpider benchmark results. It's the keyboard dock that sets the Asus Transformer apart from other Android tablets. With a street price of $130, the dock is a compelling proposition, offering not only a chiclet keyboard, but also a touch trackpad with mouse buttons. Attaching the Transformer to the dock is easy. The tablet snaps right into the strong hinge while a lock keeps it in place. The lock is secure. I never had any problems with the Transformer popping out of the dock while carrying it around. Honeycomb works surprisingly well with the trackpad, which I use to open apps, click links, and select text fields. While you can use the cursor or touchscreen at the same time, I actually found myself using the trackpad more frequently, just as a matter of convenience. Multi-touch gestures like two-finger scrolling and panning across Honeycomb's home screens also worked really well. I also found the top row of keyboard shortcuts on the dock extremely useful for quickly adjusting brightness, audio levels, toggling Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and even taking screenshots. The actual typing experience was, however, less impressive. While the physical keyboard is just as good as what you'll find on an Asus netbook, I found that Honeycomb often lagged behind my typing speed and occasionally missed key presses. The dock is definitely better than the on-screen keyboard for typing, but I can't recommend it for taking notes, especially if speed and accuracy are central. I also found myself accidentally hitting the trackpad with my palm while typing, and found the best solution was just to disable it completely. Android doesn't support smart palm recognition just yet. As I spent more time with the Transformer, it became very clear that it can't duplicate the full laptop experience. For example, you can't click and drag to select text. And there isn't a keyboard shortcut to switch between open apps, like the Alt-Tab or Command-Tab function in Windows and OS X, even though Honeycomb has that on-screen button to do just that. Also, the right-click button on the trackpad acts as a back command, as opposed to opening up a contextual options menu for open apps. The Transformer is decidedly more netbook than notebook, and requires that you take a cognitive leap to adjust to its limitations. Quirks like the differences in key layout between the virtual keyboard and the physical one mean that switching between using the Transformer as a tablet and using it as a netbook takes some getting used to. Still, for Transformer owners, buying the dock is a no-brainer, if only for the battery boost. Both the Transformer and the dock carry 24.4 watt-hour batteries. In my battery rundown test, video playback of a H.264 encoded DVD rip lasted just over 8 hours. With the dock attached, battery life jumped to 14 hours. That's impressive. The Asus ePad transformer is easy to recommend over the Motorola Zoom, though it's not as attractive as the ultra-slim Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1 if you just need a vanilla Android tablet. Anyone buying the transformer is really going to do so for the keyboard dock option. And with the dock, it's so surprisingly functional as a netbook that it's easy to forget that this is primarily a tablet. The fact that it's about 80% of the way to a solid laptop actually makes its few shortcomings that much more apparent and frustrating. But if you need an Android tablet right now, the $400 base price makes the Asus ePad transformer a very enticing option. For Tested, I'm Norm. I'll see you next time.